So this one also just came out. This is also a Y Combinator company. It's like a QA agent for your company, like it, right? And here in this example, you see they are basically did it on Airbnb. They are testing how to publish houses, how to book a demo. That means like maybe you can just run it continuously, right? Just every day, every hour. So this is really useful for SaaS companies, people who have like products on their websites. So this is a great product for them. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Demetri Panici, and I'm a content creator, agency owner, and AI enthusiast. You're listening to the AI Agents podcast, brought to you by JotForm, and featuring our very own CEO and founder, Aytekin. This is the show where artificial intelligence meets innovation, productivity, and the tools shaping the future of work. Enjoy the show. Hey there. Welcome back to the AI Agents podcast. In this episode, Aytekin and I are going to talk about some interesting stuff. We're going to talk about the world of AI agents and the news going on because, we've talked a little bit about some conceptual things, but we wanted to really dive into the world of AI agents and AI to keep everyone up to date. There's a lot of really cool updates going on, and we figured might as well show you some cool tools and things going on. How are you doing, Aytekin?
Hey, Demetri, how are you doing? Yeah, I've been doing well. We are still working on our own AI agents at JotForm. So on the previous episode, I talked about how we started with this 3 people team like a year and a half ago, and now like 120 people are working on this new product that we are going to release in February. That's the JotForm AI agents, and it's going well. I'm really excited about it and really seeing good response from our beta users. But at the same time, I'm always on the lookout for like what others are doing, like what kind of cool stuff are coming out related to AI agents. This is actually helping me because see like it gives me inspiration about like all the other companies, what they're doing, and all the possibilities. It gives me so much ideas for new possibilities. So this was actually a really nice episode to prepare for, like just researching this. I checked out places like Product Hunt, Hacker News, and try to find like new products that just came out, and I have really cool stuff.
Yeah, we're really excited to talk about it. There's a list that both of us kind of looked through, and the world of AI is constantly changing, so we want to always keep you guys up to date on everything going on. If you do enjoy this podcast, make sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts and your podcast platform of choice. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe. Hopefully you're enjoying the video podcast as well. All right, let's dive right into it. Do you want to start with, I thought the most interesting one on your list might have been AutoTab. Yeah.
Yeah, AutoTab. I'm just gonna share it right away. So AutoTab is they made this agent from a browser, from the Chrome browser. So think about the computer use agents that like Claude had, and like OpenAI is supposed to be released in January, and Microsoft is also working on something. So it's very similar, and I've also seen some plugins for Chrome. But this one is different because this is like a complete separate browser. They just build an app from a browser. So what's great about it is it's separate from all your browsers, so you cannot miss it. So it's kind of similar to the computer use, but it's not in like a cloud, like on a cloud computer like somewhere else. It's actually on your computer. So let me just demonstrate it with like just one example. So I just go here and enter a newsicle, and I just want to do Google News for AI agents. Yeah, and I just want to search Google News for AI agents to see what's happening. So I go to Google News, right? And I don't have to start recording, but basically it's kind of similar to the RPA products that you can
robot.
repeat actions, but it actually has the power of AI agents. So I click on
Whoa, wait a
record.
second. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So basically, it started recording here. Like it knows where I'm looking, and then I'm just gonna select something here, right? So when I select something here, it gives me some actions. I can create a loop. Maybe if I want to do some repeat actions, I can extract data from this. I haven't checked out what smart click is, but I'm just gonna do extract data and just get a list of titles. So I just want to get a list of titles from the news, right? And I just want to
Hmm.
email it to myself. So that's what I'm doing. Like I'm getting a list of titles. I did that. So it's basically it opened the tab, went to this website, AI agents in the link. I could have also included that, but it already knows AI agents in the URL, and then basically it's extracting data. It's kind of slow, but it's actually like parsing this web page and getting. But the great thing about this is like it's when I run it, it's just gonna run by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's slowness is not an issue. Like if I want to run this once a day, it doesn't matter if it takes like a minute. So it's done. Basically, it got a list. When AI goes shopping, right? It was able to get this. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab, and it actually sees it on the left side. I'm going to go to Gmail. So I'm going to go to Gmail, and I'm just going to click on Compose. It also knows
Okay.
what I'm clicking, and basically I created this demo email address, and I'm just going to email myself, and I'm just going to type. Basically, you can include variables, right? But I'm just
Okay.
going to today's news about AI agents. This is my title. I submit it, and then the next item is I'm gonna actually enter a body. But here's the thing: in the body, I'm gonna actually include the variable, and to include variable, you just click on add. So I click on add, and then I select this variable, titles variable, and just that's it. Basically, it got that list and it put it here. I haven't figured out how to like turn this list into a proper format. Maybe I could maybe try it again and
Okay.
just like it can edit the list. Maybe turn this into a bullet list. Maybe it can do it. I don't know. We'll see. But the great thing is like when you are doing it, you can actually see what you are doing, and it's
Yeah.
also recording. It actually did something, but it's not putting like new lines. It actually put the bullets, so it, it's actually pretty good. It put the bullets, and maybe I'm gonna just say, no, just maybe close, select it again. I'll just say I'll try again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, yeah, I think this is good enough for our demo. I'm gonna work on it
Sure.
later on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we did this, and then the last item is send this email. That's it. So I'm gonna delete this so that it doesn't confuse us when I run this. Yeah. I mean, it's like I don't want. I want to stop recording before I delete it. Obviously, let's do that so it doesn't record deleting as well. So you could actually do dangerous stuff as well, right? You could delete emails accidentally. So let's delete this. So now I just want to run this, right? Let's close all these
Sure.
tabs and let's see how it's gonna go. I go to my
Run.
main list. Okay, Google News for AI. I found it here. Let's run this one. Um, see what happens. It basically went to the web page. It found all the news articles from what my selection right now processing a section on the left side is showing what it's doing. Get a list of titles. I think this is the big improvement over RPAs. In
Yeah,
RPAs, like you
for
have to
sure.
be very, very strict about
Specific
what you're
and
doing.
yeah.
But in this case, basically you're just entering a prompt and you're just telling AI what to do, and it's now creating the emails. Uh, it put the subject. Now it's put in that list. Let's
Yeah,
see
it's
how it
completely different. Yeah.
and it seems to have got like less number of items this time, but it's doing the bullets. And it sent email and I got news. I got the email. So basically all I have to do is
Wow.
like I can run this agent every day and I'm gonna be informed about it. So obviously there are like
Wow.
many things I could do. Like, I could actually get it to also include the links to these news items, things like that. But basically, it's an like, and it took me like half an hour to figure this out. Like, just I didn't even watch any like educational video or anything.
Content. Yeah.
Just downloaded the product, and I started using it and tried the demo right before this talk, and it's amazing. I was very impressed by it. Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. I mean, I've used RPA for a long time. Some of the podcasts, or not podcasts, sorry, I'm thinking about podcasts. Some of the products I used back in the day were like, are you familiar with Microsoft Power Automate? Yeah, so I used that for a while. I remember at work, and if you weren't really specific, it was not going to go well. But it was cool, right, to a certain extent. But this is that next level. I'd never even considered it being able to extract data in an area. This is great for manual data research. This is awesome.
You know what this feels like?
Yeah.
There's this like comic this caricature where like the scientist is or mathematician is like talking about writing something on the board, and then he puts this like magic happens here sign here, and then he reaches like the solution. And this feels like the prompt is like that. Magic happens here. Like on the prompt, you tell the agent, I want this magic to happen. And then it makes it happen. So it's so cool to be able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm in awe of it. I have a question or two about it though. Like, is there? I'm looking at their website right now. I'm just like curious. Is there any like? I know you pressed run, but what's the automatic functionality of this? Because the way that was done, was that run on your own browser, or was that run through a cloud browser somewhere else? Technically,
So, yeah, that's actually what I tried to explain in the beginning, but I couldn't. So basically, there are two types. There were like two types of agents, right? The computer use agents usually they run on the cloud on like a
sure.
virtual machine,
Yeah.
and there's also these browser plugins that you install on your Chrome, and then
On your
you
computer,
you
yeah.
run it there. But this one is different. What they have done is because Chrome is an open source browser, they have actually taken Chrome, Google Chrome, and they customized it, and then they created a new browser. So basically, what I showed
Oh,
you
it
was
is a
just a
browser.
different, like it was a different browser than Chrome, but they made it from Chrome. And so if we look at the web page, let me share the web page.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, like this is a different browser. So why I like this is like with the virtual machine, it's like it's just harder to like it's probably much more expensive because it's in the cloud. You're just you're using some dedicated server for it. It also like it doesn't come with all the stuff you have in your computer. With
No.
the plugin of a Chrome plugin, it's like you're sharing your stuff with a Chrome plugin. It seems dangerous, but having its own like dedicated browser means like it's like you cannot mix it up like with your real stuff. Like it's still like a sandbox from other things, but you still have the power. And what I really liked about it, it's a Y Combinator company, but it's also like supported by like or backed OpenAI,
Sure.
and it was just released recently. I think I saw it on Hacker News, and really cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool stuff. I can see some issues with it just being a Chrome extension. I saw that a lot when I was using Microsoft Power Automate. So that improvement's definitely a big one. I guess to me though, I don't know about you, but for a lot of this work, I know it would be more expensive. If they had an option for a cloud version, it'd be pretty good for me, right? Because I would love to actually, it would actually, at that point, wouldn't that just be like an automated job if there was like if you just compile the list of tasks that were needed by somebody to do on a daily basis?
Yeah,
You could like,
they actually have that option. I saw it on
oh,
the on like
it's
you can actually
enterprise. Is it
run
their
the job
enterprise
on the
option?
cloud as well. So you can actually prepare the jobs on your computer, and then if you want to run them on a cloud computer, they also have that option. I
Oh,
don't know if that's
Lord.
available for the free version, but maybe
Probably
you need
paid.
the
Yeah.
enterprise version or some paid version. But you definitely have that option. Yeah, it's
I'm going to
amazing.
look into that. That's pretty nice because there's some manual work. I don't think it's honestly, to me, it's better than training somebody on how to do it because there's
Absolutely.
always some like sort of mishap anyways. So, okay. Interesting. I like that. All right. That was a great first topic. Let's talk about the next one on the list that you have here. So I think we have fix AI next on the list. So it's a QA agent, which I think is
Yeah.
really cool. Um,
So
it,
this one also just came out. This is also a Y Combinator company, and
always Y Combinator.
basically, it's like a QA agent for your company. Like it's like you have agents to do QA for you.
Sure.
Right. And here in this example, you see they are basically did it on Airbnb. Uh, they are testing how to publish houses, how to book a demo, and it's kind of like like we actually use like these continuous like deployment tools like
Yeah.
Jenkins. It looks like very similar to that. To me, that means like maybe you can just run it continuously, right? Just every day, every hour, test your site, and if it breaks, you are aware of it. So this is really useful for SaaS companies, people who have like products on their websites. So this is a great product for them. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. QA is a big deal. I know we talked about last week data security and that sort of stuff, and how AI actually might be able to do a better job of stress testing different networks than people. So I think
Yeah.
the same thing goes for QA. The nice thing about the AI is if you do tell it a set of parameters, it will try its best to stick to the parameters. And what was it? What was that thing we said last week where like people will want 99% performance in AI when humans only really hit like 85?
Yeah. I mean, it's just definitely, it's just like it's definitely hard to do like 100% with AI, but you can
Yes.
get very close to the 99% if you can actually like kind of have those guardrails for your AI. Like just make sure that it's not coming off the guardrail. Check for things, and if you have those kind of like stuff, that it's not difficult to get to 99%. It's not going to be perfect, but it gets better and better. And the great thing about this is like basically this agent is running on its own, right? Maybe it can even discover, like it can even like it can learn your product, and it can discover functionality, and it can try those functionality and report to you any problems that you might have. So it doesn't have to be similar to the AutoTab, like repetitive actions. It can also be like kind of fast discovery. And if you think about it, like just this new trend with AI agent of like
Hmm.
SaaS AI agents like doing things on their own, like going out to the world, self discovering things, and just doing things on their own, and then just coming back to you and reporting them to you. I actually have like two more examples to that. Like this
Yeah.
example here was like fixed AI looking at your website and finding problems with it.
Yeah.
Uh, there are two more examples with this that I've seen um, that like just goes out and finds something for you. One of them was Origami Agents,
Yep.
and we can talk a little bit about that. So let me also share that.
Yeah. This is going to be good for people who are trying to get their sales up.
Basically,
Very good.
this is like your like having this sales, like your sales team going out, going to LinkedIn, finding all these, like, maybe researching all these websites and finding all these um, different people, and just people who are interested in your product. Basically, these are AI agent. This AI agent is actually browsing the web and actually finding people who might be interested in your product,
Yeah.
and you define different criteria. Like, for example, this one, if websites have subscription less than 50%. So basically, this is researching all the SaaS companies that are actually selling a subscription less than $50. So
Yeah.
it's searching for product-led companies like Jotform. So we would be in this list if they were. And then if employees work with Apache Airflow. So this is the next criteria. So basically, I guess this is made by a company that's actually selling something related to Apache Airflow. And so basically, what it does is once it finds these companies, it's actually going to LinkedIn and finding
Mm.
people who looking at their experiences and seeing if they are using Apache Airflow. So this means is that this is going to find you people who potential leads, and then next job is to contact them. So this is an AI agent browsing the
Uh,
web for you, and like finding uh, products for you, finding companies leads for you. So yeah, and I love their
yeah.
the name and the animation.
I think it's really cool. I took a look at the product functionality as well, which is to me just baffling because someone trying to grow a sales team would really benefit from this. It also has the ability to read through the websites of the actual products that they look at. Obviously, you mentioned the reviewing LinkedIn profiles, but also analyzing different product reviews, recent news articles, and blog posts, finding the best fit for companies and people. So that seems to me like a proper level of research that a person should do. And they've managed to set up an AI agent to do that, which is very cool. And when looking at the website even more, it claims that it gets better every week, where the identity, for example, like a new person matching at the company, you can identify when a senior decision maker joins a company that was previously on an internal team managing a key technology to try to take advantage of that situation, or like when a location opens for a product for an ideal customer, or when there's like new product reviews. This is very, very cool stuff. I'm big fan of sales, and automation in sales is not something I imagined would be on the list of things that would happen, but it's 2024, almost 2025, probably when you're listening to this, and it just gets crazier and crazier every week.
Yeah. So so this was another example to how AI agents going out to the world, doing research, and then like coming back to you with a report. So I
Yeah,
want to show you another AI agent, but this one is
yeah,
very different. This is not a product. This is actual newsletter. So this AI agent is basically like just going to Twitter, going
hmm,
to all these Discord channels. It's going to all these subreddits, and then it's actually discovering content, like discovering all the AI related stuff, and then it's basically creating its own newsletter and sending it to you. So
yeah,
basically, this AI agent's kind of like a self-employed. It just does everything itself, and you just subscribe to the email. So I'm gonna show you the email that that I received today. Um, so in this AI agent, basically, this is the email it sent to me today,
hmm,
this morning, and basically it actually like finds the most important news and it puts it on the subject. So ChatGPT Canvas, not Canva, Canvas announced. It was announced before, but now they announced they made it available freely to everyone. I think it was available
yeah,
to only like pro users previously. So basically, this this AI news email list is checked like 7 subreddits, 433 Twitter accounts, and 31 Discord channels. So it read all these channels and over 5,000 messages. And after reading all these 5,000 messages and everything, basically if I read those, it would actually take
Sure.
me like 644 minutes, which is 10 hours. Like it will take me 10 hours to read them. And then
That's
basically
crazy.
it actually looked at what's the most important thing today, and it's just given that right now. Like the most important thing was OpenAI's. We are going to talk about this ChatGPT Canvas kind of release,
Hmm.
and as a part of the, and it also takes screenshots, or maybe it got this screenshot from one of the TVs. I don't know, but
Sure.
basically it
Yeah.
also
Could have.
has images, and it's starts with the summary, and it talks about all the important stuff by priority, like Twitter
AI,
recap,
Twitter. Yeah.
all these different models have different news, product launches, right, and
Yeah. The Canvas
all
launch.
these
Yeah.
new stuff, right, and it understands something is important because if more people are talking about it, it's probably important. So it has all these different Reddit, what people talking about, they are talking about llama fine tuning on Reddit.
Hmm.
It's not just the news; it's also what people are talking about. It's just
Yeah.
this is you would have to spend so much time to be able to
10 plus
know so
hours.
many
Yeah.
things, right? So this is a very useful news, like and you can subscribe to this news by going to this AI news. If you Google for AI news, button down. I'm gonna also show their website, share it as well. So it's basically buttondown.com air news and
Hmm.
AI news, and basically you can come here and you can just subscribe here. And basically, Button Down is like a newsletter company, but I guess they just made it as the showcase of what their newsletters can do, and it's amazing. It's very impressive. And if you think about it, this is the future. This is the future. AI agents taking jobs from you and doing things for you. So, and then you, instead of using different products, we are gonna just go and use different AI agents. Like people are gonna prepare these AI agents, and they are gonna do stuff for us. Like they are gonna go out in the world and find lead for us. Go out in the world and find need for us. Like all the stuff that we are interested in, all the hobbies you might have. Like if the AI agents can actually listen to us, and then from there they can come up with things to do and do research for us. Yeah.
Yeah, something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, actually. It's funny that this is a product now, is make a no code newsletter for the no code community with all the product
Mhm.
updates and everything like that. I guess I just got to find someone to make an AI agent for it because it's much better than somebody being actively paid to do it every
Yeah.
week, so to
I
speak,
mean, you
because
could always try to use AutoTab to do, to do research and
you
then
know
create
what? I was
something,
thinking
right?
about that earlier when you showed me AutoTab. I was like, I guess if I just had it scrape no code news on Google and I looked up products on Twitter, I guess it could aggregate that information into something for me. Because funny enough, there was no product that was good for an RSS feed aggregator that could
Yeah.
make it happen. I looked high and low for it. And I guess AI agents were the solution. I knew the actual solution at the time before AI agents were a thing was just paying someone to look around for it or me do it myself.
Mhm. Yeah.
But now if we can, I guess it is a set of predefined parameters, sort of, right? You're just okay, look up product updates of SaaS, go on YouTube, go on Google, go on Twitter, go on Reddit, and then from there it's going to give you the information, and then all you got to do is round it up. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. This is great to me. I'm I'm a big I'm a big believer in these AI agents, and something a little less AI agenty, but definitely still in the same space that we're going to talk about is the new release from Canva. Or wait, I did it now that you did it
Yes.
so many times. Jesus. It's from OpenAI. For those of you that are unaware, they did the 12 days of OpenAI. They did a lot of really cool things in the launches. Some days were smaller, some days were bigger. But they've released Canvas to the public, and it's a really cool update. There's a lot of tools now inside of ChatGPT that just came out. So on the screen now, Aytekin's going to walk through Canvas real quick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show a demo here. Oh, it's actually changed. It's giving me two screens. It changed.
Oh, it's
Okay.
asking you to, I think it was asking you to pick which one you like more. And
Oh,
then
okay.
like, you're going to
But
basically give feedback because it's new.
because I use the small screen, yeah, I probably couldn't see what it said. I was showed. So the demo that I'm gonna make is like just so basically Canvas, ChatGPT Canvas, it's a tool, and I think you can consider it an AI agent because it's basically what it does is like it helps you write stuff, and it's like an agent that's helping you. That's like Copilot, and you don't have to just use it for writing. You can also use it for coding. I don't know if you can use it for anything else, but basically, it helps you while you're writing something. And then when you're starting out, right? Let's say I want to write a very short one paragraph story about a small business saved by AI agents. Let's see.
In a bustling neighborhood, I'll do it in my announcer voice. In a bustling neighborhood, Mia's corner bookstore faced closure as foot traffic dwindled. Desperate, she turned to AI agents, programming them to personalize book recommendations for online customers and manage inventory efficiently. Within weeks, sales surged and loyal customers returned, charmed by the tailored experience. Okay, nice. We love a good AI story.
Now if you want to edit it, like we could. So what's great about it is like we could continue to talk to it to edit it, right?
Sure.
If you didn't like the bookstore example, we could change it to something else. And if you want to change the name, use a different name for the owner, right?
Yeah.
And right, we could also edit it ourselves, right? So it's now Lila. But if I want to change it to Demetri, right, I could also do that. Like, I can also edit it here. And I didn't write your name wrong, right?
You did it correctly. I appreciate that.
I don't know. And so, yeah, desperately, she turned to AI, just program them to personalize. So basically, this is a helper when you're writing. So
yeah,
definitely great stuff.
And then I really like it as well because of the fact that with the, and I'm just going to take over the screen cap for a second here. You take a look at this, like most of the time when you're interacting with AI, it is frustrating that you cannot in ChatGPT or any LLM, interact with the text, right? In what I would imagine is similar to a Notion or a Google Doc or something like that. But yeah, you're able to actually like write something else here and make changes as you would like. So if I'm like making just like general changes here, and I could say something like, I can grab this and ask ChatGPT, right, to expand on the text here or something like that, right? Like this is something that I do think was a little bit missing from ChatGPT because you just previously would have to like reprompt stuff, whereas that would take a lot of work and you'd have to copy and paste, but now you can just kind of grab portions of it. And it's much better that way. All right, so that's a pretty interesting part here. And the last part I guess we could talk about is more of that like OpenAI news and just a little bit of commentary. We had some weird news. We had some good news come out with the 12 days of OpenAI, excuse me. But what happened recently was a little bit baffling to me. We had a community of people go from being really excited to not really excited in about one announcement. Do you remember hearing about this? It was the ChatGPT Pro, big Pro, super Pro announcement. And people got irritated really quick. And I just found it so entertaining because I believe that came out before the Canvas launch. And it came out, I'm going to just take a look at the ChatGPT 12 days, because I think the first day was pretty tame. It was essentially just an announcement about, the first day was ChatGPT Pro. And then it was like some fine tuning day where it just talked about that. Then it showcased Sora, which was an awesome video AI. And then it showcased Canvas. But the problem that I noticed was that since the first part of the launch was giving us the option to use a product that was worth $200 per month, the community kind of soured on the whole 12 days, like out the gate. And all you're getting, I'm going to just give a little bit of a screen share again for the 200, is essentially an improved version of 01. Because we had been privy to 01 preview for a while, but now they released the full version of 01 and then gave a pro version. But if you take a look here, first of all, it's hilarious. Like, it's a great jump from 01 preview to 01 in a lot of the comprehension categories. But then if you look at the difference between 01 and 01 Pro, most people weren't able to find ways to justify that increase from like $20 a month to $200 a month, because obviously 10x there is pretty crazy. I think the interesting thing to note though is, and this is something that a lot of people care about in the community for GPT and any sort of product that is AI. The token limit is essentially, I'm not going to say unlimited, but it's ridiculous. The GPT 01 token limit is exceptionally large. They continue to improve the token limit every single product they release, but the thing that nobody was ready for was that price tag. What are your thoughts on a company like this selling a product like this at a $200 price tag per month?
I think that was like probably like an experiment. I would say, in general, I actually found their releases very successful because everybody is talking about OpenAI every day, right? And we are waiting what's going to be next day. So it's very exciting. And I really liked how they're like kind of like employees used, like when they announced the new day, they were actually on YouTube getting together, talking about like chatting about and they like the people who were developing the product was chatting. So it's probably also like, increase their audience on YouTube in a huge way. Just, number of people, like, I wasn't following their YouTube very closely, but after that I became much more follower much more closely, for example. So I think in general, I think this is a very success. As a SaaS founder, like as a product founder, I'm actually looking at it from that angle. I'm not actually looking
I wanted
at
to hear,
as a consumer. So sorry about that, but as the product founder, I actually found it extremely well done. They did a great job. And that 200 price tag is like, people are, if they don't buy it, it's like they don't lose anything, right? It's just you still have that free product. You have like this small
paid product,
small price product, like most people are using. Was it like $20 a month?
Yeah, it's $20 a month, or you can do team plan for $30.
Using. And that's enough for my personal needs. So I think it's great that consumers are using these chat product, because it's just people are now used to using AI. Like the once people, like, it's just very hard for, like, as a business, very hard to sell a product if people are not used to use, right? If you think about it, like mobile phones when they came out, like just in the beginning, it just because people were using on like for their personal stuff, like they like mobile products, they became much more successful in the long term. Like for many things that that applies. Like just if the consumer use when they go to work, they also expect similar products, right? So I think that's also good for AI agents and AI in general. Yeah, I think they're probably aware of the mistake they made. I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, no, I appreciate. That's why I want your insight, because as a
yeah,
product founder and a SaaS founder, you're gonna. I do think, as somebody who is a prosumer of the space, I thought it was a very well done launch. I just found the response hilarious on Twitter. To give full context to what this subscription gets you, it usually with just your Pro plan, you're gonna get 40, 01, and 01 Mini, but you have a limit to the uses of those. Now, when you get GPT Pro, you're going to get unlimited 01, 01 Mini, and 40 usage. That's a key thing. You're not going to get capped, right? So they kind of had to make it a high price tag for those crazy users to account for the excessive amount of data use.
and people actually just buy stuff just to say, I bought that.
Oh,
It's
you got a
because
good point. That's
they want
true.
to prove that they are the real AI people, right? Those people are gonna buy this product, and I'm just gonna look at like if I have that need before I like upgrade to that. I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah.
we'll see because they have like so many great things coming out. We still have more days on the on the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, we're not done. But
Yeah.
the other parts I wanted to call out too that were pretty cool is, and this is something that would be really useful, an infinite advanced voice mode.
Mm.
So I don't know if you've interacted with that voice mode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids are
Yeah.
on it all the time. Like
So
they do their homework with it. They have any questions they have about like Brawl Stars, they're gonna ask it. So yeah, it's amazing for kids.
yeah. But the key thing to note as well is that context window. Usually the context window is about 32,000 tokens. Guess how large the GPT Pro one is? 128,000 tokens. That's 170,000 words. I don't even know what you'd put in 170,000 words. Like ChatGPT context window, I have no idea what it would be. But if you need to do something insanely large scale, this is the only AI that can help you with that. So I would call that out for sure. I'm seeing some positives in this. You're only going to get 50 messages per week with access to that 128K context window for GPT Pro 01. But the keynote is that it actually gives you that 128,000 token context window for every model. So if you do need to do large scale things, even in 4.0 or 0.1 normal, it's going to be good. So I wanted to call it out. I actually think the value is good if you take a look at the fine print. Like that is a huge context window. So if people are going to use that much data, it does kind of justify the price in a little bit of a way. Because if you can unlimitedly use like a 4x larger context window, how else are they going to pay or charge you for that? Like that's, I mean, you're familiar with the costs of like storage and usage as a SaaS founder. Like it's a big jump. So
Yeah,
I hope.
I mean, the amount of money they are spending is
Yeah.
probably exchange for the. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm like, it's a lot more behind the scenes that people don't see, but all positive views from me. I think ChatGPT and all the products we talked about today are really valuable and can help people in many ways. So if anyone has any interesting thoughts about their own products that they're into, make sure to leave a comment on the YouTube video or leave a review on Apple and other podcast platforms to let us know what you guys are into right now, and maybe we'll discuss some of those on later podcast episodes. So with that being said,
and we are gonna keep doing these AI agent news time to time to get you updated about all the new stuff coming out and really exciting stuff. And I was very impressed with some of those products. So that's going to be also exciting for us to talk about them. Yeah, I think that's all for for today, right?
Yep, I think that's it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of the AI Agents podcast, and we will see you in the next one.
See you next time.
Bye.